he pulls up, he converts his speed into height to perform his first manoeuvre, the hammerhead. Flight Lieutenant Hughes was born in Carmarthen, South Wales, and started his flying career in the Royal Air Force in 1989, flying the VC-10 out of RAF Grob Norton, and then as a search and rescue pilot on the Sea King. Throwing the end of this half horizontal, Bob will push negative 2G to level the aircraft upside down for the inverted pass. This is Bob's first year with the tutor display, and he's operating at a base height of 500 feet, except the two final passes at 300 feet. The next two manoeuvres are the wing over and the ballistic roll, which Bob can use to gain energy for the next part of the sequence. The ballistic rolls are flown towards you in an off-crowd wind and away from you in an on-crowd wind. When not displaying, Bob is a qualified flying instructor on 115 Squadron based at RAF Wittering, where he trains the future generation of Royal Air Force pilots, as well as converting frontline pilots into qualified flying instructors. During his very career, Bob has massed over 8,000 hours on 15 different aircraft types. This represents almost a full year in the air.
I thought he was going to go.
After completing this half Cuban, Bob will enter the slow roll. Get your cameras ready for some great angles. Throughout the slow roll, Bob will skillfully coordinate elevator, rudder and aileron inputs to keep the lift vector pointing upwards. This prevents him from descending towards the ground. The tutor has a top speed of 212 miles per hour, which is 185 knots, and can achieve maximum positive 6G, meaning that the pilot is subjected to forces 6 times stronger than gravity. You'll notice that every wing over is slightly different, as Bob carefully selects his flight path to cater for differing wind conditions and aircraft energy states. Bob now rolls 90 degrees while pointing straight up, before completing a stall turn at almost zero airspeed. The two 90-degree turns allow Bob to continue in the same direction. The tutor is operated by Number 6 Flying Training School in partnership with Badmore International Group, primarily flying University Air Squadron students and RAF Air Cadets. There are 13 air experience flights across the UK that offer flights to up to 20,000 cadets each year, and this could be you if you are between 12 and 17 years old. Unlike the last full turn, this one is flown conventionally, exiting in the opposite direction to the entry. In the next manoeuvre, the 4-point roll, Bob delicately uses the rudder to support the nose above the horizon while flying at 90 degrees angle of bank. You may have noticed the heart on the belly of the aircraft. This is from the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund, seen since 2022 to celebrate this fantastic charity. The Benevolent Fund supports Royal Air Force personnel, air cadets and veterans whenever they're in need, and we're very proud to raise awareness for a charity that gives so much to the whole of the RAF family. You can visit our tent website or view our tutor display leaflets to access a QR code if you'd like to donate to the Benevolent Fund today. For those of you that are considering going to university, there are 15 university air squadrons across the UK, where students can learn to fly the tutor by highly experienced military flying instructors. The university air squadrons also provide a huge opportunity for personal development, as well as a wide variety of adventure training in the UK and expeditions across the globe. We're now in the high energy section of the display with the derry turn, quarter clover, and now the loop, which is a quintessential aerobatic manoeuvre. As he pulls up and over, Bob is subjected to 5G and aims to pitch the aircraft around an imaginary circle in the sky. Today the Royal Air Force is recruiting for multiple rewarding and demanding professions, and has an exciting future ahead of it with the continued development of our combat and maritime patrol aircraft and UK Space Command. These will soon be joined by the introduction of our airborne early warning aircraft, the E-7 Wedgetail, and new remotely piloted capabilities with the Protector. The high tempo of operations continues today with aircraft and personnel deployed around the world, operating with NATO and our other allies. Bob now enters the final section of the display with another ballistic roll and half horizontal. I'd like to take this moment to say a big thank you to our supporters this season. They are the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund, Squadron Prince and Babcock, who have provided much of the merchandise we're giving out at our stand this season. Bob will now bring the tutor around for his departing wave. This is another great photo opportunity. If you look carefully, you should be able to see him waving, so please give him a big wave back. He will be able to see you. A big thank you to Duxford for hosting us today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the 2024 Royal Air Force Shooter Display.